in your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station. BASSLINE International. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the BASSLINE International right now. And introducing to you, we got a special guest today. We got a special guest, Mr. Robbie Morgan. My brethren, this is not just an artist. This is not just an interview for me. This is a brethren catching up with a brethren. And right now, we're going to bring across to you with no more delay because my man is, his schedule is tight. So when you that important, you got to make sure. So right now, people, I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine, a brethren, as we call each other roommate. What's good, partner? What's good?
God is great, man. God is great. Just landed here in Seattle. Do you get the feedback? I hear some feedback.
No, I'm not hearing feedback right
Okay,
now.
cool. If you good, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, just landed in Seattle, man. Out here, about to check out some family and do some things and lay low for a little bit, But I had to pause and catch up with my man. Of course,
Yeah,
want to
man.
make
Thank you
sure
for
I'm not
that.
too.
Thank you for that, man. I want everybody to understand this is Mr. Rob Morgan, Mr. of plaintiff. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that.
Nah, they
Mr.
don't even know that.
Award-winning Robbie Morgan of Virginia State University
VSU.
NAACP Image Award for Just Mercy. You know,
VSU, stand up.
we all, you know how we do. We know how we do all day, every day.
This a
You
hat
know,
on my man full court.
yeah,
Full
and
court
see,
got his hat.
and that's what I like. I like the fact that all of us are doing something. You see
No
that?
doubt.
Virginia State has produced stars. Next week I got Tangi on here. She's also award winning for her outfits and her stuff.
Dope.
So let me ask you a question. How did it feel, man? How did it feel to get that award for that movie and knowing that the nation and your peers and everybody that loved it? You got me? Check. Lost them.
All right, brethren. Nah. That was a call. That was my ride calling me.
Okay, no problem.
Honestly, Kool-Aid, man, awards don't really do it for me, man. Like, I just like doing the work. Like, I don't get caught up in the awards and all that. I can't eat an award. When I won my SAG award, first thing Denzel Washington told me is now we could take these things and go melt them down and make some real money. You know what I mean? And that was,
Exactly.
I think that was his way of saying, look, man, stay focused on the work. Don't get caught up in this stuff. And I really don't. Like, I could care less about an award, to be honest, man, because I can't eat it. I'd rather get the check,
I just want you
to
to
be
know
honest.
though. I just want you to, and I feel you. Hey, it's all about that check, collect the
Word
checks
up.
at the end of
I
the
mean,
day.
I appreciate people gravitating to what I do. I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, man, I do it truthfully from my heart, and I do it with the passion that I would like somebody to put into my own work. And that's the award for me, man. Being able to do it is the award.
And you know what else you have an award? You have an award the fact that you got a whole HBCU behind you. You know,
Oh,
every time we see something, we like, yo, that's my man right there.
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, I mean, but that's just in the blood, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's in the
Like I
bloodline.
walk around like this, like I just be truthful to myself and thankful people, gravitate towards it.
And that's what's up, man. So what do
That's
you
it.
got? I know you just flew out because I 1 minute you in Brooklyn, next minute you in Toronto, now you're in Seattle.
I
What's
know,
on
man.
what's on the agenda right there? What are you up to?
Oh man, I'm out here visiting family right now. Basically taking some downtime to relax because when the quarantine lifts up, I was working 4 projects before it went down. I was working
Right.
2 films and 2 TV shows. So, I figured once this lifts up, I'll be right back into the mix again. I'm super excited. And yeah, right now I'm just taking some time for me, man, just chilling. Yeah.
Talk to me about the movie Bull. That's streaming now everywhere.
Oh, Yeah, it just came out May 1st, video on demand all over on all platforms. Bull. I play this black cowboy named Abe Turner in Texas. Went from rodeo riding, from riding the bull to fighting the bull.
Right.
Had a great time in there. My co-star, Amber Havert, young white girl, very first time acting. She did a phenomenal job. Yolanda Ross, she's a seasoned actress. She played in it with me. And we have Troy Hogan, another phenomenal actor. So yeah, we had a good cast, and we had a cast of newcomers, very first timers, and we made a great project, man. It's video on demand all over the place. It's
Look at
winning a lot
you.
of awards. That's winning a lot of awards also. So you
That
know,
hey, and look at you being the look at you now. How it feel for you to be training some of these new actors when you was in that position not too long ago? How does that
I,
feel to be the big man? Oh, well,
I
one of
mean,
the big people on that
nah, man. I
to
feel
pass the
like
knowledge.
I'm still learning. Every day I wake up is a new day to learn something new. I don't feel like I know everything. I can learn from a first timer, just like somebody can learn from me being in the game for 24 years. You know what I mean? So we all learn from each other. I don't really take that into account when I work. I just focus on doing the work.
And one thing I hear about you, man, and we already know it's true. We know at Virginia State University, we already know this is true. But I
What's up?
heard at your birthday party, and I also heard Mary J. Blige say it for Mudbound. Um, you are one of the hardest working people when you get on the set.
Yeah,
You coming in there with 3 ring binders, you coming in, everybody is saying that. And you know the funny thing about it is it makes us proud because we're like, yo, that's a hardworking black man. He went from being a black man in Brooklyn to a black man riding a bull.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
So I want you to understand how proud your alma mater and everybody that looks like us. I'm not just talking on a racial call, but people that would say, yo, looking at you on a regular would say, you know what? They would judge you. And look at you. You got these A-listers are telling you that you are harder worker than they are.
Yeah, man.
And that just sends an testament to your hard work. What do you say about that? How do you
Hey, hey, man. When I go to work, I know I represent people like yourself. I know I represent Virginia State University. I know I represent my family members. So I come through ready to fight and leave it all on the line, man. I come to every set. I literally come with the attitude like I'm there to fuck something up. I'm there to fight. You know what I
that's what we
mean?
talking about.
And everything is about survival. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to make it home to my dinner table at the end of the night.
And
So
that's what's up.
that's
That
all
is
it
what's
is,
up.
man. That's all it is. That's that B state mentality, man.
And you know how it is. That's what I'm saying. You went from being stomping on the yard to now you can go back and buy the yard.
Shit. Don't get that twisted. Nah, I ain't there yet.
You ain't there yet. But all I'm
Nah,
gonna
not
tell you
yet.
though, all I'm gonna tell you though is when you on that red carpet about to get that Oscar, please remember that Baseline International is gonna do the after party. Me, Mike, Check, Tariq, all of us.
Let's do it.
We
Hey,
gonna do a Jim Jam style.
Mike Check, man. That brother was part of my growth
Yeah,
coming out here, because I don't know if you remember that Mr. AE pageant when I
yeah,
won Mr. AE, Mr.
brother. We was there, roomie.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah, so
but
you know.
that was a big moment in my life. I feel like I was already doing radio and stuff like that, but I think to get on that stage, it kind of broke me in because it was like 3,000 people in that room that night, man. It
Yeah,
was packed.
I remember.
And it was basically a bunch of brothers vying to be Mr. AKA, and they had all the top dogs on the yard at the time, and and me, and they didn't even want to ask me to do it. Like it's funny because Harry Manning had to tell them he was Mr. AE at the time. He had to tell them to ask me to be in it because they didn't even want to
That's
ask me to
because you.
be in it.
That's because you shadow
Nah,
flight.
nah, that's just. I think it's how you was saying earlier, how people perceive you, how people look at you and
Yeah,
have these ideas of who you are, and things like that. But I think stuff like that is what I battle every day. So that's why I come to the sets extra prepared. That's why I make sure, I know my stuff inside and out. You know what I mean? That's why I'm on top of everything even more because I know I'm up against that already too. You know what
Right.
I mean?
So you
But
feel that prepared you for like how they're saying about it now, like that moment and one of those moments like that on state prepared you for the hard work and how your work ethic is now. What
oh
people,
yeah, oh yeah.
right?
Even because even backstage when we were on that at that pageant, I stood out because everybody else was like, quaking and scared and shit, and I was like, "Yo, let's get it! Like, have fun!" Like I'm backstage
That's because you got
laughing
that
and dancing.
state mentality.
Yeah, I'm backstage laughing and dancing, and cats all nervous and scared to go out and shit. I'll never forget that. And it was like a piece of cake to me. It really was. It was like a piece of cake. And I remember that moment because I'm like, damn, that was like my introduction to being theatrical, to theater and stuff. I never did theater before.
Right.
No,
So you went. So speaking of which, when you first went up there, when you scared, you probably was scared as shit, wasn't
I
you?
wasn't scared. Nah, because I was
Wasn't scared. You
prepared.
went there with
I
the
was
confidence.
prepared. I was prepared. You know what I mean? I trusted in my preparation. You
And
know?
I've heard you repeat that through other interviews, and that's a testament to who you are, my brother. And
Yeah,
once
man.
again, I want to say we are all proud of you. You already know I love you like how Jesus
Love you
loves you.
back, my brother. You
You
know
know what
that.
I'm saying? I could say that,
Roommates for
but
life, dog.
when I
Roommates for
see
life.
you and people say to me, I say, "That's my who, Rob? That's my roommate." They be like, "Yo, you don't know that, brother." I said, "I'm calling it right now." He'd be mad at me because I was in Bed-Stuy and didn't link him. So
That too.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know
that
you always
too.
cuss me.
Yeah,
We
man.
gonna rectify that though. I want to say thank you for taking this time. I know you got a visual. Stay safe. Stay up, my brother. We still proud of you, and thank you for doing this for me right
Hey
now
man,
in this kind of world.
thank you for being a man in a relationship, growing beautiful daughters that go to college and graduate. You know what I mean, brother? You doing the ultimate thing what life is about. Yes, I'm doing TV movie shit, but you're actually procreating and building human beings to contribute to this earth and this world. So I commend you, and I'm super proud of you and Liz for the example you all are setting. Especially both of you all going to state. So yeah, man, I salute you too, my brother. The way you celebrate me, I celebrate you in the same right.
And that's why I always tell everybody Virginia State's one of the only HBCUs that you don't call nobody friends. You always call them family.
All day.
You never say friend. That's my friend from state. That's my fam from state.
Word,
You know
word.
what I mean?
I could be on red carpets and somebody say, I went to Virginia State, and I stop
What
everything and
up,
go right over
fam?
there and be like, oh, what's happening?
You
What's
know what
happening,
I'm saying?
VSU? Yeah, man.
Yeah. So yo, once again, my brother, thank you. Keep it up. Keep us proud. And yo, God bless you with another 90 years of success. You
God is
know,
great.
just remember,
God is
we
great.
got the after party.
That's it. Let's do it, man. Let's
Let's
do it.
do it.
I'm in this airport now, man. About to get out of here.
All right, man. Thank you. Stay up and stay blessed, my
Thank you,
brother.
man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Kool-Aid.
All right, man.
All
Love you.
right. Peace. Love you back, bro.
Once again, everybody, that was Mr. Rob Morgan. Thank him for doing that. Want to say big respect to him. Virginia State University, stand up. It was a quick interview. Normally, we go through a lot of things, but that was just a touch and go. That was my boy right there. That's Rob Morgan. And I'm sorry we had to pre record this because, as you saw, the man is on a schedule. We all proud of him from Virginia State University. Us here at Baseline International, us here at Mix Up Radio. We are very super proud of him. Sorry for the glitches during the interview. You know how it works. This is technology. So, but I got him. He did come on. He kept his word. So I want to say thank you. Love you, my brother. Stay safe. Tangi Massey is up next week, people. That's another Virginia State alum right there doing her thing. That's her right there, Miss Tangi Massey of Tangi's Closet. Another Virginia State alum, another superstar, another award winner. She's got her own business. We're going to talk to her about the fashion industry and how she got her start, and also where does she see the fashion industry going now that the world has changed. So once again, join me next week, next Friday, please, for Tangi, that interview right there. So I want to say big respect. Do remember, people, we got the virtual party this Saturday night inside of the Ting Week Car Mix Up Radio. Check us out right here. Once again, I want to thank Mr. Robbie Morgan for stopping by. And don't forget, we got the Zoom party. The Zoom party is up at 6 o'clock on Sunday. We got the Zoom party coming up, so check that out. Hit my inbox for the link. Check my page, my Facebook, my Instagram. You'll see it. Facebook page is LaSalle Baseline Shaw, the same page you're on now, looking at this. Check my Instagram. It's Instagram is rather done. So big up yourself on that one there. See? Once again, Mr. Roddy Morgan, thank you. This is the Baseline International interview on a Thursday. Talk to you later, people.